Hello all. Figured we'd give you another bit of progress on the bike here before I wrap up all the wiring in the battery, give you a look at it opened up. We've made a lot of progress. Got headlight is all installed, 12-volt headlight. I think it's a low beam out of a car they bought from the local parts store. And we had the appropriate plug and ran a grommet through the bottom and wire heads up and into the frame. All the wires are internally wired in the frame everywhere we could. Anyways, you can see the throttle wire. We spill it into the frame and spill it back out over there. I'll probably do a little bit of black silicone in there so that it doesn't move and keep it from chafing. Okay, what else did we do? I built them a door. They of course own a little local restaurant, so it's a nice little restaurant. It's pretty much the only place I eat lately. Carved that with my home-built CNC. I made the bowl taper fit in here. I like to say it's a good fit, but let's call it a loose fit. And then on the inside, I'm trying to recycle as much as we can. So these are actually, what do you call them? I don't know. They hold your turbocharger together, basically. So I rebuilt my turbocharger once, and it came with new ones. So I use them. They overlap the bowl a little bit, holds it in tight against the tapered fit, and then couple pretty tough magnets there, and that's that. So yeah, CNC carved their logo in it, made the bowl fit nice, and I've done sign work for them before, so I had all their logos already kind of vectorized, so that didn't take me too long. It's nothing like doing sign work. Anyways, what else did we do? We got our pedal attached, so we're legal, and the cops will only harass them probably about a dozen times, and then they'll leave them alone after they see functional pedal attached, free wheels backwards, pedals forward. I have a different plan in the future, something even goofier than that, but for now, that's legal. We have a functional pedal attached. So, well, what else? Oh, they wouldn't cut this off. They figure that's a whatever, flagpole holder or a cigarette butt ashtray. Fair enough. What else? Got the tail light. They found a tail light at the parts store that fit that old, I think that light's from the 30s. I don't know. I couldn't say for sure. It's old. But it fits nice. That thing light in there. So that'll be their tail light. So we've got a headlight and a tail light. Keep us legal in the night. What other progress have we done on this? They painted the inner frame. It's all done. So basically it's up to me. I gotta wire it. Here's foot pegs. Took some hemp rope and used some hay wire to tie it taut, and that'll be our foot pegs. Brakes are bled. I don't have many excuses left. I'm gonna have to let them take this away. Our deal was, it's mine until I'm done with it, and then it's theirs. So that way I could make sure it gets built the way I wanted it built. My vision, I guess, but that's it. My vision's done. So what are we doing next year? Battery and wiring. I got everything tidied up. That mess I've done. What have I done now? 3 of these Motorino scooters and 1 Baja. So those messes are less confusing now than they used to be. The biggest key to wiring one of these electric scooters is if you take apart the whole scooter, the original one, don't cut any wires, don't be lazy, pull every wire right to its switch or wherever it goes, and keep it all together, and then that way you can really figure it out. But all the wiring is so buried, it's damn near impossible to figure out without everything hooked together. It's just by chance, and you can't trust colors. This is how this stuff comes, you know. You got a black, a gray, and a red there, and then coming out that, what do we got? You know, green, orange, purple, and green, orange, purple ends up black, red, blue. You know, all those wires changed, and that's what's inside the harnesses on these Chinese scooters. So you can't trust nothing. Just spend the time, untape it all, use your fingers, and don't use a razor blade because you'll cut into your wires and then you wreck them. So I just spend an hour or two and unwrap the entire wiring harness, and then have all those wires full length, good, ready to go, and I can actually see which wire is which for the most part. So I'll give you kind of a lowdown on what I do know. So that is that's our throttle wires in the end. So that's gonna go to, you know, up there, throttle wires. They're already wired to the front, so I just got to hook that together. What other fun ones are there? That's our main power stuff. I'm probably gonna replace that with a whatever XT90, I think maybe. I think that is our brakes. So if I wire that to that wire coming off the brakes there, where does it come in? Right in there, green and white. When are we gonna go to? Oh, green. Think that's a coincidence? Probably. Anyways, that'll be our brake wire probably. I'm not quite sure on that. This, I don't know what that is yet. Some of these have alarm systems and stuff. Not using any alarm systems. What else don't I know? I think this was power for the alarm system, and it's actually 48 volts. I don't know. We're not using that either. Then, what's the last bits here? There's our phase wires. So, and they actually have them wired right, color to color, the same. Those are hall sensors. Oop, that plug exploded, so I'm going to replace that. It's got 5 wires there, positive, negative, and 1 for each signal on all 3 hall sensors. So I've got some nice plugs. I'll replace that too. And then what? Got our DC-DC converter. That's down here. So it needs our high voltage in and ground, and then it'll put out a 12 volt signal out, and the high voltage and low voltage share the same ground, so common ground between the two. What else can I tell you about that? Oh, I think this one, this white one, something to do with programming. Oh, I'm doing terrible. There it is. This loop has something to do with programming. Now I haven't played much. This wheel matches this controller, so it should still be programmed. But on the wagon we did for Hoodie, we used a different controller and a different wheel. So potentially he might get a little more performance or less energy losses or something if we can figure out how to play with that and tune it. That's wiring. That's what I gotta do. I'm gonna try to hammer it out in the next couple hours, and I'd like to ride this uptown. So I got my table all laid out, soldering iron, everything ready to go. Batteries topping up. There's a satiator. Ooh, sorry about my focus. I got complained about that before. I'll get a better camera one day. It's not what I really care about right now. We'll worry about that when we get more serious. Yeah, 55.5 volts right now and still pulling in 6 amps. So satiator's doing good. I got a plug I build that just plugs to everything, so I can whatever. So there's XT60. Now these batteries, I figure I'd do this kind of for Neil's maybe warranty or whatever. I covered up his name. I'm never gonna read it anyways. Maybe with better light. Let's see if this helps. Maybe. Oh, okay. So anyways, this place here built these batteries. They got custom signature for everything went down. Pack, construction check, balance check, water sealing station. That's awesome. That's a lot of attention. So this is an American company did this. Not affiliated, just stoked on their effort. So we followed their instruction sheet pretty good. Got what are they? This one's easier to read. 17,000 milliamp hour or 17 amp hour, 25.9 volt, and we're running 2 of them in series, so that ends up being a 14S pack. Each of these is a 7S pack. So I've got them wired in series. Here's my balance plugs that I built. Where's the other one? Down there. 2 balance plugs, and then they run into my BMS. And I like these little BMSs. They look tidy and they're easy to work with. They seem pretty strong. Good metal case. So that's it. That thing's wired. XT60's charging right now. So I am going to wrap that up and protect it, and then I'm going to build a steel box for it all and stick it in there. So as far as maybe warranty purposes, because it does say these batteries are warranted for life of the company that sold them to us anyways. So there's the care and attention we've done. Got a nice BMS. What is it? BMS is good for 50 amps, and these batteries are, what are they, 15C? 15C times 17 amp hours. Oh crap, that's a buttload. That's like 250 amps or something these can do. So that measly 50 shouldn't hurt it any. Charge, it can handle 25 amps charge. We'll never hit it with more than 10. That's what their charger is. So good to go, guaranteed for life. We'll stick it in a metal box, attach it in there. I'll make it removable too, so in the bad weather they can bring the battery in somewhere warmer, store it somewhere warmer anyways, instead out in the cold bike. So yeah, I'm going to get to work wiring. If I get this all done, probably going to go for a ride. And kickstand, a few other things, and I'm going to have to let him take it away. Pretty neat little bike. I try to be as modest as I can, but I'm proud of this one. It's a weird bike built out of a ton of junk parts. When I'm all done, I'll go over it all one more time. All the junk parts and where I got them all from. Anyways, that was a long one. If you stuck that out, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.